The International Construction Week 2018 ended with industry leaders and captains gathering for a roundtable discussion to deliberate on this year's theme, a perspective towards stakeholders' responsibility and safety culture in construction industry.
Our roundtable discussion today serves as the follow-up to the last year's meeting on how we can work together to instill a culture of safety in our construction industry. It is vital for us to continuously engage in these dialogues and discussions to ensure that we are on the track towards achieving our goals for the industry, particularly when our focus revolves around improving the levels of safety.
The Captains of Industry Roundtable discussion on safety was introduced by CIDB to get the industry involved in tackling workplace safety issues that continue to plague the Malaysian construction industry. Leading the Captains of Industry was Nick Rigby, Principal Inspector of Health and Safety, Health and Safety Executive International Team, the United Kingdom.
You have the OSHKIM guidelines, which are not mandatory at the moment here in Malaysia, and the plan is to introduce those into Malaysian legislation by 2020. Part of the work I've been involved in assisting the Malaysian government is to set up the key building blocks which have to be put in place now to make sure that your industry is ready for that change.
CIDB will now study how construction design and management regulations, CDM, can be made mandatory like in the United Kingdom and Singapore.
I make the recommendation we have discussed here at the last meeting of the ministerial committee, overseeing the implementation of CIDB, that we perhaps it's time to take a midterm review of where we are in terms of actual numbers, so that there is still some 24-30 months to go for us to do something.
The Captains of Industry Roundtable Discussion 2018 recognizes that the conscious and collective efforts of all players in the industry are vital to improve the safety and health standards of the Malaysian construction industry.
I am aware, however, that the KPIs built into the construction industry transformation program related to the improvement of worker amenity standards. That was part of the CITP that I was particularly impressed with, because it gave a very cogent argument and rationale for an action plan to make an improvement. I've actually suggested that same approach that was applied to the worker amenity issues needs to also be applied to the other health and safety issues relevant to CITP. I'm confident that their strategy that they've put in place to make those improvements is actually a very sound one. And I've actually said that that's the approach they should take on many of the other health and safety issues also.